Hi guys, so I am doing a makeup look tutorial kind of thing, all on this look that I've got going on today. If you want to see how I did this look and I got it going like this from start to finish, keep watching. I have already put my primer and foundation on. I used the Collection Prime and Ready primer. It's really good, reminds me of Benefit Professional. For foundation I used my ProLongwear foundation by MAC in the colour NW15, great for full coverage. Also, just so you guys know, today is going to be a very like drugstore kind of affordable look. There will be a few high-end pieces, but it's mainly going to be drugstore only because that's kind of what I use, and I thought it'll be helpful for everybody. Time for concealer. I'm using the Collection Long Lasting Perfection Concealer. It's amazing. I get it in the colour Fair 1, and I am just going to apply this. Again, from looking up here, it is because the mirror's up here. I'm applying it all the way down. Also, ignore dodgy faces I pull because it will happen. Just to highlight this area. I find this concealer is amazing. It's so full coverage. Look at that. And a little bit, just a little bit up here to highlight this area of my face. There we go, and with a damp beauty blender, and this is a Real Techniques beauty blender. I've just made it a little bit damp just to help it spread easier. I like blending, but it does take a long time, doesn't it? No, I'm going to just pat it out because that was quite damp. Right, just because I've got a few blemishes, I'm going to use a concealer. This is a loose powder concealer by Bare Minerals. It's amazing. If you haven't found a concealer that's really full coverage, people also use it for baking, you need to get this one. So I have it. It is the Bare Minerals concealer. I have it in Well Rested Eyes, just so it really works for under eyes as well. There we go. It is so good. I've bought this and bought this and bought this and bought this. It's forever going to be a favourite. I am using, again, a Bare Minerals Max Coverage Concealer Brush. Just swirl, tap it off, and then add it to any imperfections. Just sweep that under there to help set that concealer. Lovely. Right, I am going to really quickly just set the foundation. I'm just going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, pressed powder. This is in transparent, only because it just makes life easier, because then it just stays the colour I want it to stay. I'm going to use this is the Multitask brush by Real Techniques. It's one of my new ones and I've been loving it so far. If you want to look at what other Real Techniques brushes I bought, they're all in my chatty haul video. So just gonna pick up a load on the brush and just sweep it across my face. I don't want it to look too chalky almost, so I'm just being careful where I put it. And this is where I tend to stop until I've done my eye makeup. A lot of people find that really strange, and a lot of people would normally just do their eyes and then their face, but I prefer to get my base down and then tidy it up afterwards. I'd just literally get some loose powder in this brush and just sweep around. I'll show you when I do it. It's just how I've always done it. I know some people say it's a bit wrong and that's not how it should be done, but that is just how I roll. So for my eyes today, I will be using Chocolate palette. I'm loving this. It's by Too Faced. I'm just going to do like a really natural kind of smoky eye. I don't want it to be too much. I want it to be pretty colours, but we will see how it turns out. I literally haven't planned this, so it could end up any way. Firstly, I am going to use the Real Techniques, what brush is this? Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques, I already said that, whoops. Just to go in the crease and show some colours. The first colour I'm going to use is one of my favourites actually. It is Salted Caramel, which is this one right here. I'm just in the crease. I'm going to take this brush. A little, quite clearly, goes a very long way. You don't need too much. It works so well. I mean, look at that. I'm going to go straight into the crease with this beautiful red colour think it's called Cherry Coral, this one just here. It's got a bit of shimmer in. I know that's like another rule, don't use shimmer on your I like it, so I'm going to do the tiniest bit. I look a bit crazy. I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. I use it to blend. It's really good for blending. It's just the big like fluffy brush. Just to quickly blend that out without. So I'm going to go in with Semi Sweet on the crease, which is this colour just here. This is also a matte shade, only a little bit, just in the crease and kind of around the outside of the eye, as you can see. That is just how I tend to wear, just to get that really pretty in-depth sunken in eye look. Finally, just to add a bit more darkness to this colour, I am going to use Triple Fudge. This is the darkest colour in the palette. Can you see that? This one here. And blend it almost up to like halfway in the crease, just to add that kind of dark shade. And then it is time for the lid colour. I am going to use a different brush for this. I'm going to use the what is this one? This is the Base Shadow brush by Real Techniques again. As you can tell, I'm in love with them. I just love these brushes. I'm going to go for Marzipan. I said this is my favourite colour and it still is. I'm in love with it. It is this colour right here. It is beautiful. It almost looks suede. I just love it. Taking that on this brush, kind of on the flat side, pick up quite a lot of colour, and I'm just going to press it onto the lid. And just so it doesn't look too harsh, going back with this blendy brush, I'm going to blend that out a little bit. But this is the accent brush by Real Techniques again. I'm going to take this colour here, which is called Champagne Truffle. It's the big one at the bottom. Beautiful highlight colour. I'm going to use that on the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm also going to use a little bit on the lid, just the first part on the lid. Again, pack that onto the brush. For the brow bone, I'm going to use another brush. This is also Real Techniques. Can you tell I've got a bit of obsession? This is the compact fan brush. It's tiny. Just to colour in my brow bone, I'm going to use the colour Milk Chocolate. I quite like a matte light colour on my brow bone. Wanted to try a gel liner, so I bought this. This is Rimmel London. As you can tell, I love Rimmel as well. Their Scandalised Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This is the little pot. It's just cute. I have the Real Techniques Fine Liner brush, but that is the eyeliner. I went away and fixed the liner myself. Just quite a big wing, it's how I like it. Next, I'm going to move back onto my face. I am going to add one layer of mascara, just because I do add a couple of layers, and I like to let them dry beforehand. For mascara, I am using this. This is the ultimate mascara, I think. If you haven't got it, you need to try it. It is the Maybelline the Collossal Volume Express. I got this when it was the Olympics and stuff, so there's this pretty packaging. I like to blink. I've been taught this from when I was tiny. When I first started using makeup, obviously not that tiny, and I just like to blink. I'm going to move on to contour. I am using Topshop's bronzer. I use it for contour because of the colour, in Mohawk. I'm just going to use my sculpting brush by Real Techniques. Just going to suck it in. From the top of the ear down, I like to do my temples. I then go in with another Bare Minerals brush. This is the Full Flawless Face brush. I'm just going to use that in to blend. So now that is all blended, I'm going to go in with my bronzer, Rimmel. This is, well, I don't know what it is because it's all rubbed off, but it is their just bronze bronzer. It's like £6 I think. I'm going in with a Bare Minerals brush again. This is the angled face brush. And again, just to blend that out, the same brush I did for the contour. I'm going to use my NYX blusher in Amber. This is beautiful for every day and it just goes with all the looks. This is broken, so I'm going to be quite careful with it. Apples in my cheeks. I am, because I'm going to be out all day, going to try a little bit of baking. I have a wet beauty blender, Real Techniques sponge, just squeeze it a little bit, that I'm going to press the powder onto my face with, only because I just want it to look really sculpted and just to stay on all day. I'm using the Collection Sheer Loose powder. I do like it. Also, it's not going to be as good as like a Laura Mercier one, but if you can't afford that kind of thing, this is great. It's just by Collection. It's £1.99. Why would you not try it out? £1.99. So to do this, I am going to put it on the areas of the cheeks that I want to be highlighted, and I'm going to pack it on and just put it on my face. This will also help to get rid of any, cool, look at that, get rid of any imperfections for your eyeshadow, and it just works. I love it. I also like to put it underneath my contour just to chisel that out a little bit. A little tiny bit on my chin and a tiny bit on the forehead. I don't like too much there because I've already put setting powder on it. You then leave that for like 10 to 15 minutes. I have to say, make sure your beauty blender is damp, otherwise it's just going to make it look really patchy and won't look very nice. I am going to go in with my eyebrows. Today I'm using, as you can see, it is their Ultra Brow Kit. It's £8 in Superdrug and I got it in fair to medium, so if you're similar to me, try this one out. I use this colour here, the one that is like hitting the pan, and a little bit of wax. For the brushes, I'm going in with their slanted brow brush, which is this one, with the same powder and a bit of wax, just to line my eyes. There we go, and just so it looks a bit more natural, I'm going to take a spoolie, which is the Real Techniques line as well, and I'm going to just really gently just fix through my brows, just to make sure that all the excess shadow has come off and it's not looking too cray-cray. Let's get this baking stuff off. The same brush that I used for the powder earlier, I'm going to use the multitask brush from Real Techniques, and I'm literally going to swipe. As you can now see, it completely changes your face. It makes it look sculpted. Next, this is my favourite bit, I'm going to use a highlighter. I'm going to use the Topshop highlighter that I love. I'm not going to use the same one on my nose, only because I don't really want brown on my nose. I'm going to use this. This is the Topshop highlighter in Horizon. It's not as dark as it looks. It comes off really golden and glistening and beautiful. To put this on, I'm going to use this fan brush by Real Techniques. Love it, use it all the time. Just a tiny bit on the end of the brush, and I'm just going to glitter that on, you know what I mean. And a little bit down the bridge of my nose and on the end of my nose. And obviously the Cupid's bow. I tend to do this with my finger just so I get the whole shebang. Next is the finish of my eyes. I'm going to use a white Kohl pencil by Rimmel in the waterline just to open my eyes up and make it a bit brighter. I'm also going to smudge it out a little bit with the brush that comes from the Smoky Naked palette by Urban Decay, and the same colour, just go under. The last bit I need to do is my lips. I'm going to use a new lip liner that I only bought yesterday, so this is a new one for me as well as it is for you guys seeing it if you haven't tried it out yet. I'm going to prime them first with my NYX primer. I've raved about this already like a billion times, it's awesome. I'm just going to use it all over my lips. I'm going to use a new lip liner by Rimmel. It is their Rimmel Long Lasting Lip Liner in the colour Cappuchino. Line my lips. I'm only going to do the outside. because of the colour I'm going to go in with. Liking it. Cappuchino, I like you. Lipstick. I am going to go in with Honeylove by MAC. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you want some more tutorials or makeup looks that I've got, I'll be sure to post them. Really enjoyed making this video actually. All products will be linked down below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like and let me know what you think. So I will see you in the next one. Bye!